Everybody, hello and welcome to another Papa's Basement. You know that the YouTube videos get their own little intro because I'm too darn lazy to go back and edit them.
Yay.
So we're going to start momentarily. You'll hear the music. That's like where the actual MP3 starts if you're a listener to our subscription services, iTunes, Stitcher. I don't know what the fuck, Google, something like that. Google's the thing, right? That's not a word I made up. So yeah, we're going to start momentarily and hear music and then we'll talk again. Good. Enjoy. Stick with us. There you go. Just like I promised. See, if you listen or watch via YouTube, that would have made sense because I've been talking for minutes now. Minutes of gold.
Felt like hours.
Yeah. Everybody, it is Papa's Basement. I'm John Papa Giorgio. I am joined by the beautiful Bill Rowland.
Thank you. Yes, that's very nice. Yes, thank you.
Bill, radio vet. Bill, how long you been in radio at this point?
Oh, entirely too long.
Oh, he's slumming hard with us. We also have Eva Crickshin.
Hi.
And Joe Gagliardi.
Hey!
Yes.
Let's just get fatter in here or what?
Yes. All right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I did suck it up and briefly go to my 20-year high school reunion.
Woo.
Nice.
I saw a comedy show that, to use a term, a hashtag that the kids love, triggered me. We had a triggering. And what the hell else we got? We got Joker movie. You saw a Joker movie?
Or Joker, not the Joker. Excuse me.
I like the Joker.
Okay.
Makes you sound like an old Jew. I went to see the Joker.
Which one? The Joker.
The Joker, the new one with the Joaquin Phoenix. Apparently,
His brother died.
his brother died, in the Viper Room.
Really?
Nobody died there when it was Chasen's.
Do you know that he was in a cult? Do you know that their family was in what was later recognized as a cult?
Yes.
Like when they were growing up?
Really?
Yes.
Everybody knew that but me. All right.
I kind of forgot it if I knew it. Yeah.
No, I knew
Yeah,
it.
true story. I didn't
I've
know.
been down that Wikipedia rabbit
Yeah.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have a sister that just looks like Joaquin in a wig.
Yeah.
But I still hit it,
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny Cash in a wig, why not, right? Yeah. No judges here.
For the stories.
Yeah.
Can you walk the line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring of fire.
I mean, you don't need to be like attracted to someone.
No, hell no. I mean, just for a story?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
That's all you need.
I mean, okay. We've been down this. Bill's too much of a man to ever do this. He would never slum it with a male celeb. But if I had to do nothing, just receive for the sake of the story, like I get to put it on Snapchat for proof. Maybe some hand shit.
Maybe.
Like just to me,
You know,
not having to touch it, just
Yeah.
to me.
just a tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels.
I
You
don't
kissed a girl? That's so gay.
know.
And you liked it.
So we're gonna start all of this, but first, Eva's mind was blown. Joe,
Yeah.
we're throwing you to the wolves right now.
Do it.
Yeah.
Send it.
I mean,
Flop into the alligator pit.
so
I mean,
I walk in. I'm a little late. I apologize. I'm usually very, very prompt.
She
It's one of my
is.
things.
Apology accepted.
Thank you. And I go to my usual chair. I was told that Mr. Gagliardi had
Yeah.
adjusted said chair to his specific
Girth.
girth.
Caboose.
Caboose. Fine. I'll sit in the middle. Two handsome guys. One I get to gaze at. Two
Mhm.
next to me. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Gaze is the right word to use.
Yeah. And then
Horrible.
Mr.
Oh,
Papa Giorgio pointed out that he thinks that Gags chose that chair because it's closest to the camera.
Yeah.
Because he would. Because he's a disgusting animal that projects his feelings onto others.
And then
So it gets better.
it gets better. It was pointed out that after we are done doing this little comedy show that brings a little light into our dreary
Little
lives.
mirth.
you know,
Merchants of Mirth. That was the original
that Gags
podcast
drives
title.
home to Maryland, the state that God forgot, sits his entire family down
Yeah.
and makes them watch.
Oh.
And makes
So we're
them
going-
watch.
We're going there.
It makes them
Do you,
watch.
the
Well,
question- do you stream it? Do you stream it like to the television? Do you Chromecast it, or do you make them all gather around like a laptop?
They're all. I know they're all watching live right now, or they won't eat tomorrow.
I picture him marching around like Hitler in the bunker with just a
Whoa.
Luger in one hand and the
Whoa.
cyanide pills in the other.
Whoa, buddy. My last name is Gagliardi. I'd be Mussolini at best.
Axis powers,
Jesus,
boy.
don't be racist.
Yeah.
Man.
You
God.
make them watch the show.
Eva, if hopefully their bonds haven't come undone, so they're forced to.
Stop acting like you make them watch live. You guys watch it afterward.
I mean, I like to think, Eva, I like to think that my family's my biggest fan. I can do no wrong. Yeah, I know. It's just good. It's just the best.
nice.
Actually,
It is nice. My family would never,
Oh, yeah.
ever.
My mom quit like 2 months in.
Well, no, it's because this podcast sucks. I mean, why would your family tune in?
Man, I
It's terrible.
don't even tell my family that I'm on it.
Yeah,
so-
it's embarrassing,
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah.
Right? It's embarrassing. I
Bill's
know.
family has no idea
Yeah,
who
no
he
clue.
is.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, none.
I mean, the thing is,
None.
so the conundrum I found myself in when I
Like
first started
Nelson
doing this,
Muntz. I'm going away for a few days.
That's right.
Papa's like, hey man, I want you to be on my podcast that I've had for 12 years. I was like, my God, you must have like 6,000 subscribers. And then I go onto YouTube and I'm like, oh, I'm subscriber number 234. Well, that's an average of what? 17 subscribers a year for 12 years.
To be fair,
I'm pretty sure the other
podcast-
5 people that
the
listen.
podcast predates YouTube. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. It's
But if you think about it, it's amazing.
It predates
It
the
really-
word
it really is.
podcast.
yeah.
Like I used to just have a website I would dump the MP3s on, and I was completely ahead of the curve. And in that 12 years, I've now been lapped. Like,
You're just dumping MP3 loads.
yeah, I
on the
mean,
website's terrible.
it's pretty much horrible at this point.
No, I got to be honest. It's not easy to get feedback. So I don't force them to watch. I just politely suggest if you want to keep living in this goddamn house, watch the podcast and tell me what you think about it. Because apparently nobody else will.
It's like an angry football coach the day
Yeah.
after a game. They're just review. Now watch this here. See how I set this joke up? We're gonna rewind this. We're gonna watch this again.
Note the eyebrow raise.
Get the notebooks out. I want you to write this down.
They're sitting there in their C4 necklaces.
Oh god.
You're the funniest, Dad.
There's like a Saw movie style puzzle that if they don't actually watch to completion, like a saw comes out of the wall and cuts their head off.
if they laugh at anybody else in the pod.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Brings
yeah.
out the cigar cutter, takes off a toe.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody mentioned that Eva's pretty. I almost kicked the table over. I was like, but what about me? How does my beard look on camera? Mm-hmm.
Your beard is looking nice today.
It's all
actually.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fresh. It's a
Yeah,
little
it
bit
is fresh.
Thank you.
Yeah, very little
Appreciate that.
popcorn in it today.
Yeah.
No hot dog residue.
Yeah. So no, it's good to know that I'm mocked and ridiculed for providing the only viable feedback for this show that exists on planet goddamn Earth. I'll be sure to stop doing that. And we could just take Papa's opinion for, oh, hey, Papa, how was the show? I don't know. I didn't listen to it.
I give them credit. They at least talked to your face about it. They didn't go
Yeah.
behind your back, which I thought was where it was going to stay.
Yeah, right.
I mean, this,
I started talking about it, and then Papa was like, "Save it for the pod."
That's really embarrassing when he doesn't know it's coming. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've never. I know this is like just the mark of a rank amateur. I don't want to listen to my own stuff. The analogy I use is taking a shit. What kind of maniac turns around and starts picking through that? No, you're like, that felt great. Flush. Goodbye till the next one.
Well, wait a minute. Can I ask do you not look at your poop?
Oh, I
after you
definitely
poop?
do. I definitely do.
Well,
Check
you're
it out.
supposed to. You
Yeah.
gotta make sure there's no blood in it, or I don't know, whatever was,
Yeah.
Doctors do say you're supposed to.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe your butt plug popped out, Papa. You don't want to retrieve. They're
Yeah.
expensive. That's the inflatable one.
My jewel plug. Yeah.
You know, yeah. The one you control from your phone.
Oh god. Yeah, he was going on about this. Bill, you're slightly more innocent than us in a good way. Hey, do you know about these these pink vibes you can shove up in there and then like they're Bluetooth operated?
Wait, I don't know.
How
about
do you know
this.
they're pink?
I've seen a million of them on like camhorrors.com and whatever
nice,
else I whack it.
nice.
to.
Wait,
Nice,
what
nice.
is
Yeah, no,
what
this-
is this?
This is the whole thing.
Okay.
Why do you think I don't know about this stuff?
Oh, you know,
I know
okay.
all about this stuff.
All right, so he
rude.
was the
All right,
innocent.
so here's the thing. You'll have these cam whores, as you
I-
eloquently
Well, okay,
call them.
I used to be friends with a girl who literally modeled on camhorrors.com.
Yeah, it is camwhore.com or any of those.
Now
her.
she was great.
Any of those
For
sites.
her.
But they have their little contraptions that they will,
Yeah.
use. And that's how they make their money because you
Yeah.
donate so many
And you hear
tokens.
it's Chatterbait. I am a big one. I do. You hear
It is. It's what they call them, tokens.
You hear the ding in the background of the donation,
and they're like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, Papa's Beard," and it'll say like,
exactly.
Papa's Beard.
Yeah, it'll whatever your screen name is, and it'll be like 20 seconds for 40 tokens get you 20 seconds of what is it? Soft vibration. I mean, of course.
No, you hear the ding, and it triggers their little vibe for a second. It's like, thanks, son of gags.
Yeah, right.
So people do this like while they're at work, while they're.
Well, you can do it anywhere, but
Yeah.
these are women that are making money online.
So they're almost like the most sane use of this technology because they're plugged into their computer. And then you're like, oh, here's some money, vibrate for 3 seconds.
Right.
And they have to act like, the same amount of vibration that would occur if the dryer was finishing its cycle.
Right.
Like they have to act like they're.
Oh, the microwave buzzed.
Yeah,
Whoa.
pretty much. Yeah. Same vibration if you dinged a bell in a hotel from 1950.
Right.
It's just nothing. But they have to be like, thank you.
Yeah, and the more
Joey to Marine.
Joey the comic. That's becoming an inside joke. We're gonna have to start explaining at some point. But
just your dog shit Twitter handle.
no, long story short, when I was trying to set up my comedy socials, I used as a placeholder my nickname from high school, which sadly was Joey Gags, being as my name is Joey Gagliardi.
Yeah.
And
You're on my phone as Gags.
Michael Johnson, regular podcast guest, and Papa Giorgio like literally called me at home moments later and were like, Jesus, man, please. I mean, unless you want to like headline the Reston Holiday Inn for the rest of your goddamn life, you got to come up with something better. Joey the Gag Master.
did you go with Funny Joe then?
Yeah.
Isn't that what everybody else does?
And that's the problem,
Right?
Because I'll type in Joe, and Twitter is such a piece of crap when it comes to auto populating.
Yeah.
It never picks him up. It's
Never.
always like, some girl I talked to named J.O. comes up before this guy.
Joey
That's
the
a girl.
comic.
That's a girl. J.O. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Josephine. I don't know.
You're typing the letters J.O., but that's not what it references
Right.
to.
Yeah. Thank you. Right.
Joey DeComic sounds like the premier bar mitzvah, like just comic that runs Northern Virginia and Maryland.
That would be Saul the comic.
Nice to be here with all you Goyams.
Opens for Shakes the Clown. Right. It's a whole tandem act.
So yeah, we've just expanded on this to all of his
Shakes the
potential
clown.
future like dog shit stage names. I go with right
God.
now Joey the Laugh Master.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
comedy pro tip: you got to spell laugh with 2 F's,
It's
and then
true,
you're not a
yeah.
hack, and then you're not. Yeah.
I thought comedy
Right.
came in threes.
Oh!
Oh.
I don't want to be
Just
such.
well, I'm starting to see the theme of today's show.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right, take the rubber fist out of your ass and put it in mine. What we got next?
Well, all right.
Who's yeah? So these pink things. I don't know what they're called. Like
Vibrators.
yeah,
I believe. I don't know.
Hortooth. I don't know.
No, it's just like a. It's
And they
like
go
a-
in your butt?
They can go wherever.
They
They
pretty much
can-
go in any
yeah.
orifice you'd want them to.
Oh.
They
but-
could go in anywhere that has an opening, I suppose.
Yeah.
But why would you put one in your
They're
ear?
like the non-gendered youth of 2019. They'll go wherever,
my
and they
God.
don't.
I
They
could-
don't care. They call the shots.
Were you? That was a little bit. I feel like. Were you eagerly at? Were you just curious, or were you like, please, can they?
Can
Tell
they?
me, please.
Yeah,
go in
duh.
the butt?
Can they
Yeah, of
please
course,
go in
yeah.
the butt.
You're like, wait, can they go in the butt?
She's so
Oh.
sick of her toys exploding when they enter her butt. She needs
Yeah.
a good butt-proof toy.
I really need like just a solid
Yeah.
butt proof.
yeah.
Something to
she
go up
is
there.
sick of having to dip her vibes in latex paint like
I
she's making a
know.
candle.
Yikes.
Yeah, why like make me
It's
work
butt-proof.
harder to stick something up my butt?
What's the Nikki Glazer bit
Grease
about?
those
The,
kids.
Yeah.
the Nikki Glazer bit about needing 3 toys or something, and she's holding one of them with her foot because she's just like it's so desensitized down there. that
Yeah.
she's vibrated her vagina all to pieces.
She has, yeah. That thing's shaking like the Memphis Belle coming home after flight 25. Yeah.
Yikes! Too soon.
It's true. Those poor boys making it home alive, having to live through
Mama.
what this country is in 2019. Moment of silence.
And that's our show. No,
Bill's just twiddling his
No, I'm just. I have nothing to add right now. So,
you're just in awe.
you just have
of
to
the-
know when to lay out. Let the master run their craft.
or watch the house burn completely down.
Well, either way.
Yeah, either way, you're getting a new house. You know, no, that would be. I got to tell you, I don't. If I was a woman, I don't know that it would be exciting to me to have 1, something in me all day long, and then 2, some dude somewhere else arbitrarily controlling its. Like that's the thing that
What's the fun
that I
of
read about
yeah.
is that like so you get this for your woman, and then she can
Oh,
keep it
yeah,
in
yeah,
all
yeah,
day
right.
long, and you can remotely from your phone wherever you are, like all of
Never-
a sudden
Like
started
she's right in the
buzzing.
middle of a business meeting. You're like,
Yeah,
hey, won't this
exactly.
be funny?
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
this. And yeah.
I don't. Okay, having never
Doesn't appeal
had
to me.
a vagina, Eva, clear this up. How much?
in more ways than one. Oh,
Yeah. How much grip strength does that thing have? Like, if you're putting that thing up there, can't
I
you
mean,
just be
if you're
striding
doing-
around and it could go thump right onto the office floor?
If you're
Of
doing
the
your,
Kindercare, yeah.
if you're, if you're doing your Kegels every day,
Uh-huh.
you know, if you haven't seen like thousands of,
We got Bill chiming in.
right.
No, because here's the thing. I'm always fascinated with this. You're like, why would it just slip out? Do you not understand how things work? Do you
Yeah,
not understand how girls have tampons and they don't just come flying
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
and
what do you-
flop?
But-
I
they
mean,
stay
you're
there.
not like stepping on them
But
every
that's-
5 feet in the grocery store.
It's not like a
what do you
Tupperware
think?
container.
I mean, there's a certain weight, a certain heft to this. It's like a feather doesn't fall the same way as a piece of lead. I don't know, man. I figure if you have something in there, I'm thinking if this were built in like '96, like it's just like 8 pounds of machinery up there.
How big do you think these things
What in
are?
God's
I know.
name? You
It's
just-
probably like 6 ounces or something like that. But I'm just picturing, I don't know, man. What? It's
you
been
just
a
want
long-
it to like
I
fall
mean,
out.
the ones that I've seen, and again, maybe I'm
Mhm.
wrong, are actually smaller than tampons.
It's,
From what I
it's the one I saw that when the article popped up on Facebook, I was like, yeah, I'll be reading that. It
Mhm.
was very small. It
yeah,
was like
it's
a
tiny.
I don't know what its size reference. It was like half of a pen. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
so-
yeah,
like
that's
tiny.
not falling out.
So I
Yeah,
mean, the
thank you.
ones that I'm talking about look like almost like a horseshoe with a fat end, and it kind of like it half sticks out.
You're
Well,
clearly
the-
not talking about
It's not the same
that
item.
might be
No,
a
no.
different.
I know what he's talking
Yeah.
about. The it's not really a horseshoe. The thing that sticks out is the antenna. I'm pretty sure. right?
Yeah,
I mean, there has to be.
yeah.
I mean,
The
I'm
antenna?
sure 10 years from now we'll
Would've
be finding
guessed.
out that these irradiated
So pretty
vaginas
much,
look
yeah.
like-
Right.
You can be walking around, it just looks like you're, a pre-trans woman, like just a big pecker poking out, like
No,
a Finkel,
It's just a little-
Finkel-Einhorn moment.
yeah,
I think
it's not.
that's-
It's not going to fall out.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
point being, you're not going to be
I'm
dodging
sorry.
them
I haven't.
on the subway.
You know
It's
how-
also
yeah.
designed to stay
Subway.
there. you
I
know?
haven't had to reciprocate in a number of years. I pay $300 to lie back, and things are done to me. Okay.
to me.
Yeah.
And that's the member discount.
Exactly. They'll sometimes be like, "Do you want to? Do you want F me?" Or they'll indicate I could go down if I want. I'm like, why?
No.
Don't
Oh
know.
God. You
God.
could just yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I
God.
don't know. We talked about that. You
Yeah,
gotta
we
stop,
did.
you can't go. You can't
We
go.
did
If I
talk
want to
about
look
that.
like I licked a
Can't go near
beehive, it's like I just walk in the studio all nonchalant the next week. Next time I come back from New York and I just have a goatee, just a Van Dyke of herpes sores.
Just yikes.
You'll know what's up.
That'd be the least of your problems.
Yeah.
Good lord, you are disgusting.
Did you just get out of a huckleberry pie eating contest? No.
Huckleberry pie.
It's pie eating contest.
It was rhubarb.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know. Are you falling out of these chicks? Are you having? Is that why you ask? Because you're like, oh man, I can't. I keep falling out.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
it's so
well,
small.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, banging on the
Just
matchstick.
saying.
Yeah,
Good
Yeah.
God.
that's great.
My
Yikes.
micro penis.
MP.
Yeah.
We have a term.
I heard a joke on a podcast earlier, so I can't claim
Wasn't
this.
this one?
I can't claim this. No, it wasn't this. It was a funny podcast. I was forcing my family to listen to also. It's a hashtag callback. No, but it said, if Mike Rowe had a small penis, would he have a Mike Rowe penis? Yeah. Yar. Oh, that makes you gasp. God, the next topic is going to involve shit. So let's see where this goes.
Yeah. let me trigger Joe's buzzer.
Oh, it fell out. I'm so shit. Son of a. Damn it.
It fell out of a big horse pie crapping ass here.
It's just ridiculous. Did you really quote like the high school physics experiment where like you in a vacuum you drop a bowling ball and a feather and they fall at the same rate? And I mean, you just
have.
unbelievable. That was your supporting documentation. Well, if they were in the vacuum of space, it might fall out. You wouldn't make fun of me, guys. Life.
Re-entering the atmosphere, a loose vagina would cause much more resistance. It would be a horrible material to build the nose out of the shuttle out of. Sorry.
Good God, in heaven.
Eva's laughing. Thanks.
Just ridiculoso.
How old are your kids?
I actually do have a 16-year-old son. Yeah.
Oh, this is great for
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
this way, too, man.
exactly.
No, he
that's
said,
just-
I don't know if you're listening, buddy. Shout out to the campfire over there in Annapolis.
I like Sebastian. He's imprinted onto me.
He's
oh,
a
I
good
love
dude.
that name.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah,
That's a great name.
Sebastian's nice name,
Does he
isn't
go
it?
by Seb?
I call him Basher.
Basher.
Basher, Senator
Yeah.
Bashington. Yeah.
I had
He's
a
a-
friend, Sebastian. We called him
Seabass.
Seb. I love that.
Seb, yeah.
Great
oh,
name.
really?
Sebby, Seabass.
No, Seabass will routinely put on the Papa's Basement makeup, and people think it's a Joker thing, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's-
No, it's just a psychosis thing.
Yeah.
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 I saw Joker.
You saw Joker?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Bill, you see Joker?
Nope, I have not.
Do you have any interest to see Joker?
Yeah, but I'll probably wait for it to come out on like Netflix or something. Because
That is the answer of a man who has had sex. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I
yeah.
think it's an answer of a man who doesn't want to get shot in a theater.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it. So before you ask, I've not seen it.
Oh.
You seem like you would kind of be pumped to see it, though.
But I read all the spoilers, so I know what happens.
Oh, do you?
Why do you do
Yeah.
that to yourself?
Because I want to make sure it sucks. You know how much movies cost? I'm
Okay.
BROKE broke.
Right.
You know?
Oh,
right.
but Joe, we pay you in
$30
so
a
many
movie.
laughs.
Well, I know you pay me in all the, the
Hot
the fun
dogs.
times.
Yeah, and the hot dogs.
Yeah.
just a pack of SKs a show.
Yeah. The ballpark size.
We
Get
can't
it the
even give
ballpark
him
size.
Hebrew Nationals.
No, just SKs
Yeah.
with the Oriole bird on it.
Got to be the all beef. You know, don't bring that mixed pork shit, lips and assholes. Not down with that.
You saw it? Okay.
I don't know. I really, really enjoyed it.
Really?
I did.
I see.
It's not like you. So I was thinking about it, and it's sort of, when you watch The Sopranos, and to you,
no, never.
yeah, okay. So to you, the like Tony is the good guy, and the FBI guys are the bad guy.
Yes.
And you're booing them, even though
Yeah.
essentially they're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
And Tony
is a murderer.
Tony is a murderer, sociopath that cheats on his wife and is a
Spoiler
horrible
alert.
father.
Yeah.
Like you're rooting for the Joker, and he's
Okay.
a horrible, horrible human being.
Bad tipper.
Yeah, just a terrible tipper. No, it's like he's such a phenomenal actor. Joaquin.
Really?
Yeah. And we have a matching scar. So we're
nice.
we're scar buddies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get on the set of Gladiator or what happened? down with him?
No, I got mugged in New York.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I did.
Yikes. That really happens.
Yeah, it does.
That's scary stuff.
And the director made like no qualms about like this. I'm filming this in New York. Like it's Gotham, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
anybody that has been to New York, or I don't know if you guys know this, but I lived there for 11 years.
And got mugged.
Um,
Got mugged there. in case you
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
did.
that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did. I was asking for it.
That's
Yeah.
What
it's
were
just
you
like,
wearing?
Yeah, what were you wearing?
Oh.
How drunk were you?
Mhm.
That's victim blaming.
It's-
That's a
no,
much-
it's like New York, and Joaquin Phoenix is incredible. And I don't know, the editor in me could have been 20 minutes shorter, but I say that about every movie I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, I do. But it was really good and scary, and I think you should go see it.
The question for me is, and I'm sure everybody said it's a really good movie, but when you look at the larger picture with the canon of Batman, did we need that backstory?
Mm.
Does it ruin it now when you go to the next Batman movie to be like, oh, I know what happened. He did this. This is why who
But-
he is.
No.
Or for me, that's always been kind of the appeal is what the fuck happened to this guy
Yeah.
to turn
Okay.
him out this
Huh.
way?
That's a really good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you. Like, I'm trying to remember. So the original Halloween, they don't even really call him Michael Myers. He's just the shape. And well, no, I'm stupid. They call him
Yeah,
Michael like
no.
1,000
They
I was
call
gonna
times.
him
say,
Michael.
what
But
are
in
you
the
talking
credits, he's
about?
credited
like,
as
yeah,
the shape.
no.
Yeah. No, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. The Nightmare on Elm Street was they never really called
never
it
called
Freddy.
Freddy
It was
either.
just weird.
He was
It's
just pincer hand.
yeah.
He's credited as the shape. I think in the credits,
he?
yeah, I believe
Oh.
he's just credited as the shape in the credits. And the whole thing is like he's just a supernatural killing force. And then we have the Rob Zombie remake where it's like his mommy was a stripper who didn't love him too much, and it takes away all the mystique. So I get where Bill's coming from because the Joker's like, this is fucking weird clown killing people,
Yeah.
and now we know.
And it's sort of
everything.
it
Brutally
paints
as well.
John Wayne, or no, is that his name?
yeah.
John
Bruce
Wayne
Wayne's
Gacy?
dad. No, Bruce.
It paints John Wayne Gacy in
John
a
Wayne
bad
Gacy.
light.
Yes, it does. And quite frankly, no, Bruce Wayne's dad is John Wayne, right? Yeah,
Okay, sure.
I think so. And
No, that'd be a weird name. To
it
give
would
him.
be. I
It's like
can't remember
Fred
now.
Wayne or
No,
something, or
it's. I
Frank
think
Wayne.
it's John.
I'll save you. I don't believe it's John Wayne because that would
That'd
be
so everyone would laugh.
weird.
You
yeah.
would see
Tom Wayne. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's sort of
Thomas.
It's Thomas. It's
Thomas,
Thomas.
that
Wayne.
is it.
Tom Wayne. Okay,
Thomas, yeah.
God, that's my dad's name. I should have remembered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it paints him in sort of a dick way.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. He's kind of like the rich guy, and
Yeah.
the Joker's the have-not.
Yeah,
I mean,
the ne'er do well.
I'll say this to Bill: they reboot all of this shit.
Oh,
every
and of course.
3 seconds.
Of
It
course.
doesn't
No, I
matter.
understand all of that. But I haven't seen all, was it 57, whatever it is, of the Marvel universe of
Oh,
the
yeah.
Infinity Stones and all that, the Avengers. I haven't seen all of those. So I get they're going to reboot and Spider-Man's in half of them. He's not in these other half. And now they can't have him. And Spider-Man's over here, whatever. But the Joker has always been, no matter how you did it, he was always the mystery. You can never, as a movie watcher, I think it's going to be hard to remove yourself if you've seen this movie and you know the background story. It's going to be hard to remove that now when you go watch the next Batman or whatever, or Suicide Squad, which I guess he'll be in the next
How
one.
great would that be if they had this movie and then your next Joker is just back to Jared Leto?
Just the
Or Nicholson.
That'd be great.
Joke. He'd be so good because he's straight up senile now.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine just giving him a gun on set
Oh my
with the makeup,
God.
but he can't remember his lines? You're
Do
just
you know he made like a deal in Hollywood back in the day where he gets paid? Like he's making money off this Joker movie. Like he made a
really?
deal where
Wow.
anytime they use the likeness of Joker,
Oh,
like so he was
man.
making money off the Heath Ledger, off Suicide
Good for
Squad,
him. He should.
Wow.
off the animated
Smart.
version. So
Smart.
he took a pay cut initially
Uh-huh.
to take that
take
role,
the number on the back end.
but took the number on the back end.
Smart.
Yeah,
Wow. Oh God, who was it who did the
so smart.
opposite of that with Star Wars? I think. God, was it like Alec
Oh, yeah,
Guinness?
yeah,
It was
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
give me my 10 grand. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, somebody
Idiot.
Oh, someone
Somebody gave it
yeah.
the
Alec
rights.
Guinness, genuine class.
Alec Guinness, dipshit.
Who was
March your ass right off that bridge over the river, Kwai.
it? Yeah,
I know this, someone just took the points, didn't take the points, and just took the money up
Yeah.
front. I'm
This is
trying to-
going to be a crap. Just
Yeah.
give
I was
me
saying,
my
it
money.
might have been Alec Guinness because he probably looked at sci-fi bullshit. What
Yeah,
am I
I
doing?
knew he
Yeah.
thought it was like an idiotic
Yeah,
movie.
absolutely.
Like he was
Something
livid.
needs to pay for my gin.
Yeah.
Come here, Gunga Din.
Come here.
Gunga Din.
yeah.
Nice reference. Now, Bill, let me ask you this. So,
Yes.
so your concern primarily, if I'm hearing you correctly, is that perhaps in the next Batman movie the Joker does appear in, you might be more sympathetic to the Joker, or at least somewhat
don't-
confused in your who
Yeah.
am I rooting for here?
Yeah, I don't know about sympathetic. I don't know that I'd ever go the route of rooting for the Joker if it's in
Yeah.
a Batman movie.
Yeah.
You want the character to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you're I don't know that you're sitting there going, man, I wish he would beat his ass one time.
Yeah.
That stupid Bat, I'm tired of him. Unless it's Val Kilmer.
true.
And then we always root against Val Kilmer when he's Batman because he sucked
Or
at being
George
Batman.
Clooney. George
Agreed,
Clooney.
yeah. yes.
With his bat titties.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think just what it is it's not that you're going to be sympathetic towards him. You're just not going to be like every time I saw even Nicholson's Joker or Ledger, any of it, you're always sitting there going, what fucked this
Yeah,
guy
I know.
up to be this way?
Well,
that he's going to
Nicholson's
walk out
got
a
the kinda
nurse's
shoulder, am I
outfit
wrong?
and blow up a hospital. I mean,
He's so twisted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ledger's really is like that dude got it right. I'm trying to remember who the director was. He did the
Nolan.
yeah, it was
Christopher
Nolan.
He got it right where he was like, it was a very Michael Myers-esque thing. Like this is just like a force of nature. Whereas Nicholson, they show him falling in the vat at least.
Yeah, but
right?
you still don't know. That was more the cartoon, an homage to like the 60s Batman
Uh-huh.
series. You still
Cesar Romano.
didn't
Yeah.
you still didn't know exactly, okay, he falls in the vat, but there's still to be something in his
I just-
background that pushed him forward.
When are we gonna get another Joker that just puts the makeup over his mustache? That's what I want. Cesar Romero.
A Romero. What did I say?
Yeah.
Romano.
That's Ray. That's Ray Romano.
Can I bounce
That's
something off you
interesting,
guys?
though. I like that. I loved it though. Sorry.
See,
No, please, it's okay.
No.
Eva, and that's our show. Nice seeing you guys. I'm out.
The next
Eva
words out of your
Fiction,
mouth better be a
superstar.
Caesar Ray Romano impression.
Hey guys, I can't do Ray Romano. They're gonna talk like a clown, like Bert from, from Sesame Street.
Where's the Joker's brother?
No, it's all
Sorry.
good. It's all good.
I just
Stream
like
of consciousness, man.
I just like what Bill had to say. I didn't think about that because now I'm rooting for the Joker
No,
and I
Eva-
want him to kill
Eva-
Batman.
I get it. Your vibrator keeps falling out and you're frustrated. That's fine. I understand. Hashtag callback. Heyo. Oh god. No. So I there's a joke that I wrote that I'm very proud of. That I swear to God, my wife is always like, people don't get that joke, and I think it's fucking brilliant. I want to
Okay.
know why.
All right.
So, the joke essentially is, I don't really get Batman as a superhero, right? Or that at the very least, what is Batman's superpower?
He's rich.
Yeah, he's rich.
Yeah.
And he's a ninja.
The joke is he's got to be the world's best do-it-yourselfer, because who's changing the oil on the Batmobile? Alfred?
Yeah.
No,
Alfred?
It's what's his name?
Lucian Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing all the maintenance.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
70 years old.
Morgan Freeman
He's turning-
from the movies.
Have you ever seen maintenance on a race car? There's like 15 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
lifting the chassis up? You think
Not-
they
Not
designed the
all of us are
Batmobile?
obsessed with Guido sports cars like
You
you.
don't think
God,
you don't
man.
think he's got like 100 guys at Wayne Enterprises that know all this shit that it would just be too boring to show in a movie?
See, that's the plot
That's
hole.
the stuff we wanted to see.
So I'm like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hire a mechanic to
got
change the oil and then
robot-
kill him because
He's
he's like,
got,
I know where the
robot hands that do it in the Batcave.
you're gonna drop it off at Jiffy Lube.
I mean, next you're going to be complaining because we don't get to see Batman take a shit out of the
Yeah.
suit.
Well,
I mean,
I'm just saying, what's he gonna do if he's got to piss? You know, and then you're flying around. That shit happens, man. He's a human. He drinks water. You know, he fights quite a bit. I'm sure he has to stay well hydrated.
The
You know?
bat suit just has this zipper in the back. You're
Do
like,
I not?
I frankly would like to see Batman pull up to a 7-Eleven for a Gatorade and a fucking taquito. You know what I mean? You got to fuel yourself up
And a
for
poo.
crime fighting.
call
For
it the
God's
Joey
sake.
fly. The zipper in the
You know, that's a big plot hole for me, man. So who's changing the oil in the Batmobile? God damn it. That's a award-winning joke, you bastards.
be
I
sure
mean,
it's
if
not
you
a-
go
just
straight
not
to
a-
it, that's fine.
could be electric motor, may not need.
Yeah,
Could be a
that's true.
Tesla. Could be
Solid
Elon Musk.
state.
And
He
then
might have been ahead of all of
I
them.
love how he says Tesla, by the way. Say it again.
Tesla.
Tesla.
I
Tesla?
noticed it.
Tesla?
Don't backtrack. Don't backtrack. You were busted.
What did I say?
Tesla.
You accidentally said Tesla. That's
Yeah,
all right.
I noticed it too.
Well, it's, you know, I'm Italian. In Italy, it's spelled with a Z. Okay? Go fuck yourself. Jesus. Shit on Joe Day just because, you know, my vibrator fell out. One too many times. One too many times to the well. Michael Johnson's listening. He's rolling his eyes.
I picture you with like 10 of them in there, like a pen jar.
Just I was showing my son Marine Corps artillery videos earlier, and they have this like 10-foot pole where they ram in the rounds. That's what I pictured with Papa. Like,
Sorry.
got this ramrod. He's just jamming vibrators up his, up his hindquarters. I hope they stay in.
Sorry, Dad from American Beauty, forcing his kid to watch this pod and then Marine Corps artillery.
I mean, it's cool, man, right? You know, when you're a kid, look at the
He's 16. He just wants to watch porn and jack off.
Oh, come on,
Why can't
man.
you leave him alone?
It's tough. I mean, you were 16 once, you know,
Yeah, and I'm just beating it like all the time
just cranking.
with anything I could find in the house that was lube. One time I jacked it with Lysol.
Oh.
Never do that. Never.
Oh,
Did
that's-
you really?
yeah,
What?
Yeah, never.
That's-
I was a
What?
lube. I just liked lube.
You sprayed Lysol into your hand? And
No, it was
it's
like
not even.
it was like
slippery.
the golden colored, like the shit you would mop a floor with.
It's not viscous.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Was it Pledge?
It wasn't lemon pledge. It was
Pine Sol? Are you talking about Pine Sol?
yeah, it was
Well,
the
I mean-
woman from Family Guy
Does your goddamn crotch smell like the Pacific
Spraying-
Northwest to this day?
spraying my dick.
Jesus.
I know.
No.
No, it was whatever. I don't know, man. Like you put it in a bucket, and then your mom fills the bucket with water and mops because she's a woman.
Yeah, that's
what she does.
that's
Oh.
Pine Sol. That's not Lysol.
yeah. Okay, Pine
Sol,
Sol. Yeah,
yeah.
Pine Sol. Then yeah, jacked it
Lysol's like the
Pine
stuff
Sol.
you spray around your
It
room when
wasn't
you
spray,
at
no.
the flu or something.
Yeah.
No, it was
Why
like
didn't you just buy lube?
I was like 16 or 14 or whenever the
Oh.
hell I did it.
Yeah,
I
that
was
Better question:
embarrassing.
why even need lube?
I didn't.
You're 16.
I didn't
mean,
like the dry rub.
Why don't you spit in your hand?
Nah,
God.
that's worse than a dog's mouth. Don't you know anything? Don't you know science?
Would
I
you
don't know.
would you want that? He doesn't even want his own spit on him.
yeah.
I don't
God
know.
almighty.
It sounds better than pine
I'd rather have the
Sol.
pine- Sol,
I didn't
frankly.
think anything of it. I
Oh.
haven't told this story in a couple of years. I mean, there's not much to it, but like my top layer peeled like it was sunburned. Like it,
Oh,
like it looked like a 7-Eleven hot dog the day after. And then I had to like the way you peel sunburn away in strips,
Okay.
I had to do that. And guess
on
what?
your wiener?
Yeah, and in my wiener. It like went like a centimeter in there.
Did you like go to the doctor? Or?
No, I just peeled away and then I was fine. Looked like brand new.
Oh my god!
It looked like baby dick in all the ways. Just fresh,
Wow.
tiny.
Your foreskin
That's-
grew back.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Like I just peeled away 2/3 of my dick. Like when Arnold in T2 just pulls off his hand and shows the skeleton underneath.
Did you tell your mom or your
Well,
dad?
yeah, no, man. I suffered in silence.
Oh my god!
I was like a kid. I say I was 14. I had to be at least younger than that now that I think back. Because if I'm 16, I'm old enough to drive and like buy some like Jergens at the very least.
right.
So I had to be like 12, 13 or something to be stupid enough to think that was a good idea. Yeah.
Something tells me you're not getting Jergens like an adult. You're getting like straight up Vaseline like a fucking animal.
Who, me now?
Just in general.
I used
you
to,
now, God
when I
only
was a
knows,
kid, there was a lot of Vaseline around the house, I guess, for like standard use.
not enough apparently.
And I would use that like all the time. And that does not wash off your hands. That is the worst jerk off stuff. Like I ruined so many Super Nintendo controllers whacking it with that. And then afterward, my brother would be like, why is the control slippery? No reason.
Shut up, Will.
Yeah.
I gotta start giving a fake name at the beginning of this goddamn podcast. Man. This is fucking killing me.
Why, man? Now you're liberated. You're never gonna work anywhere legit.
See?
Like,
That's Papa's basement. Where we
I've
all end up,
made
where our
you an
careers all end up trapped.
I'm like the Joker killing your family. And I'm like, congrats. Now you're Batman. You know,
Oh.
it's-
Oh,
I've given you a gift.
I would like to learn how to do that dance down the stairs that
Mm.
Joaquin does. That's good times, man. That where he's like kicking his feet up, you know?
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what you call that. Like the
He was so scary. So good. I will say though, sorry to backtrack to this.
Uh-huh.
When you were watching him, you were watching Joaquin Phoenix. Heath Ledger disappeared into the role.
Ooh. I love how Meryl does that too.
Oh my god, Meryl.
I think Eva is dying for one of us to ask her if she's method. So let's
No,
get
I'm-
that out
I'm
of the
not.
way. You're not?
No.
Oh, you're not preparing for a role right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No.
Your handkerchief.
There's
said
no
otherwise.
auditions
So
coming up.
you referenced that him killing the family. Is that how they played it out in this movie?
I'm not
I don't-
going to spoil it.
Well, at least in
I'm not
some
gonna
of the
see it for
movies,
months.
it's
I'll
like
forget, but
some of the cartoons are something that's like Joker was the one that killed his
But-
parents, but not
No,
all.
no,
but
no,
in
no,
the
you're-
actual
you're-
story thread from the beginning, that's not who it is.
no. It's so without spoiling anything,
Uh-huh.
it's not Joker directly. It's
One of his-
it's sort of like the long and the short of it is that because of
More the long.
commotion caused by the Joker, ipso facto something happens and then it's
Oh,
so
are you
it's
spoiling
sort
like
of-
the new movie SOB? I'm talking about like
No,
the
I'm talking about-
comics from the
I'm-
20s.
all of the I'm talking about all the like in the
I don't know,
all of the
they're like,
comics. It's
yeah,
never
it's-
Joker directly.
It's never.
like-
I just say Joker.
don't know if that's how it
never
plays out in
killed
the-
his family.
Occasionally, it's
Yeah.
some guy that they think might be the Joker. I mean, there's like 10 origin stories. I thought on this
Right.
crap. Yeah, you
well,
can
there's
a lot of
probably
them.
a few, but
Yeah.
the main one is essentially that
But you're right. He inspires like a
he
huge
inspires a bunch,
riot.
basically he inspires
Nah,
criminals.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to watch this because it's the kind of movie that like little 12-year-olds, when they're not jacking it with Pine Sol, go and see, and they're like, "This is the best movie since Godfather." And you're like, "What are you even talking about,
Right.
you
No,
little
it's-
ignoramus?"
It's not.
And then they go and like, I don't know, do kids still do IMDb? Like, do you remember when like
What do you
every Batman movie would come out and it was just like, this is the third best film of all time? You're like, come on, go to hell. Seriously. Like, there needs to be a 1-year or a 2-year voting moratorium on films for IMDb.
Agreed on
I mean,
that.
not that it matters.
Well, where
anymore.
is it on Rotten Tomatoes? I'm sure it's doing very well.
Oh,
No,
it's-
it lost it.
I
It's
thought it's
lost
doing
its
really
certified
well.
fresh.
No, it was
no,
really-
it's not doing well. It lost it. You know how the certified fresh label
Yeah.
works?
Is it
Yeah.
under 70?
It's
You
under
lose-
yeah. So it's if it's a big budget movie, they get the certified fresh rather than just the fresh label, right? So that puts it at the top of like search results and stuff, top of mind. But if it drops below 70%, it loses that certified fresh.
Okay.
And it's been dropping precipitously for the last
'Cause
I
well,
guess-
and
the movie had a lot of problems,
Okay.
but his performance was
'Cause-
amazing.
And that's the crazy thing about it. It was over in Cannes, right? And that where they
Mhm.
debuted
Yeah.
it, and
yeah.
everybody
Yeah, they
went
debuted.
nuts. It was all 4 or 5 stars. It was
yeah,
everything. And then, like the first week it came out, it did great this past weekend, like 93 million.
It set a
Biggest,
record. Yeah.
biggest October opening ever. But then I'm seeing people that saw it on Twitter or just online, people were saying, yeah, it was okay.
The movie was okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what people. Yeah,
But-
I'm not
but
talking
his-
about Phoenix himself. Just the movie itself.
Yeah.
People were like,
Well, I think there was like a
why did
big,
it get 4 stars? It wasn't.
there's
all
a
that
big
good.
backlash too. I am
Oh,
enjoying.
glorifying the killing. and
Yeah,
everything.
I'm currently
Shut up.
enjoying like
Oh.
12 weeks of the New Yorker for $6, and I'll definitely be canceling week 12
Wow.
until they just give me the offer again. I enjoy it. What can I say? But
We get it at my house. Just take our copy when we're done.
I like
Oh.
reading it while I'm pooping on my
Okay.
phone.
Life in Chantilly, wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah,
Come read the New Yorker.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sip a Moscow Mule.
What do you
And-
think Chantilly's like?
Good God. Well, it's bougier than I don't have a New Yorker subscription. God damn it! It's like
You can get 'em
$400 a year.
You can
man.
get them online. They're
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
not
yeah,
that
it's
impressive.
literally every like I just cancel, and then they start spamming me with 12 weeks for $6, and I get a tote every time I re-up.
Oh, nice.
I got so many of those goddamn totes now.
Oh, can I have one?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
I think I got my third.
Thanks,
Yeah,
babe.
You know,
Yeah.
it would be nice. It would be nice to get a little show gift every once in a goddamn while for schlepping
Yeah.
down here to do this fucking
Your
thing.
gift is
You know?
the microphone in front of you, and you unwrap it with your every word.
The light bulb just went on. I know what I'm getting Papa for Christmas. I'm not going to say it. That's anticlimactic. Let's move along.
Okay.
Yeah. No, real quick though, Bill.
A
So
Bluetooth vibrator.
or everybody,
Mhm.
Eva, I guess. Let's just cut Papa out. We'll
Yeah.
stick with the three of us. No, but my understanding is that the plot is like I've seen all these articles. That's like the Joker beginning explained. The Joker director explains the complex beginning, or like the ending explains.
Right.
It's all complex. Like no one's 100% sure, and it's supposedly it was
Okay.
that way by design. And so that my understanding is that
I'm good with that then. Okay.
there's two problems. One, and Eva, correct me if I'm wrong. It's not a superhero movie.
No.
It's not.
Well,
like,
he's
it's
not a
like,
superhero.
Well, no, I know,
mean,
but it's
yeah.
not like it's not. There's no like from what I read. There's no feel good moments. There's no happy moments in the movie. Period. It's like dark as shit.
Yep.
Right. So I think a lot of people are going into it thinking, oh, it's it's the next. Well, it's not the Marvel universe, but you get the idea.
Right.
You know,
right.
it's gonna be like Robert Downey Jr. cracking wise. while
Sorry,
he's-
I'm just picturing Joe watching the credits roll on Schindler's List. What? Where? I know it's dark matter, but a little slapstick. What
mean-
the fuck, Spielberg?
Give me something. Give me a chuckle. There's a happy moment in that movie. I mean, the whole end, right? Because the list, he
Couldn't
saved
the-
them all.
Couldn't a Gehring drift or something? What the hell?
This guy.
They are known for their comedy.
I thought they were funny.
Too soon.
Sorry, too soon.
No, but my understanding is that's the problem with it, is
Right,
that people
right.
like all these little dipshit kids are going into it like, oh, I'm gonna go see a superhero movie or like a comic book movie,
Right.
No.
and then
right.
they come
It's not.
walking out like, ah, that was terrifying.
Right.
Yeah. No. Don't take your kids to see this.
that's what I Is it scary, like horror scary, or is it more like
no,
It's
no,
disturbing,
it's
right?
disturbing.
Yeah, that's how
yeah,
my
okay.
friend that saw it. That's exactly how he described.
Disturbing.
He said it's just disturbing.
It really is.
So
Yeah.
God, New York in the 70s seemed cool.
Oh, dude, why do you think I
Oh,
watched The
no, no,
Deuce?
no, no,
Yeah.
no.
The Deuce is great. It's nothing. It was an open air sex market.
Yeah.
You can also watch Taxi Driver for the same effect and just be
Yes.
like, oh my God. Like, I have two things. One, I just miss all the open air, like prostitution. And two, I'm like, wish I could have invested. That's it. I just,
In Apple.
yeah. Like, everyone's just like, there, with a time machine, would you go back and like kill baby Hitler? And I'm like,
I'd invest in Apple.
I would have, yeah, I would have gotten this guy, Steve Jobs, give him a couple coins.
Yeah.
Little company called Amazon would put a couple bucks there.
Yeah. Simple.
That's all I think about.
Yeah.
That and going back to like ancient times with modern weaponry. That too.
To be a god
Just to
among
be a
men.
king, yeah. And then the Sphinx is just my double chin face.
Oh my god, just ridiculous.
That's it. I guess that's the plot to Stargate, right? Now that I think
I was
about
going to
it.
say you're not really in the. Yeah, you're doing that wrong. I don't know. It's all downhill. from
Yeah,
here.
no, it would have been money to Jeff Bezos, money to Steve Jobs, invent the Stargate. That's it. Those are my three. Those are my three wishes, Jeannie.
Oh my god.
That would be really.
Yeah,
I think one of them. would be
maybe like
pretty
watch
good.
Babe Ruth hit a homer.
One of them would be like, "Can I get a tripod, please?"
A tripod.
Yeah, a tripod, a large penis.
Oh, like a huge. Yeah.
A prize winning hog.
Yeah, you'd love nothing more.
I mean,
I don't even think you'd wear pants. You just walk around with it,
like
flopping around.
Okay,
Hey,
I'll
if
say
you got
this.
it, flaunt it.
If I had
Yeah.
a huge, like comically huge dick, it would be out like at any open mic I had ever hit. Like in the back of the room, I would just have my dick out, like Charles Tillman. Or not Charles Tillman, that's Peanut. Who am I thinking of? Charles Woodson, right?
What?
Who is it? The Last Naked Warrior. The guy that went, I
have no
am
idea.
fucking up names here. The guy that went from the Niners to the Cowboys. He's got 5 rings.
Charles Haley?
Charles Haley. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, he was a fucking madman. Do you know this shit about him? He used to call himself the Last Naked Warrior.
No.
He would just jack off in meetings. He
What?
was yeah. Oh, he was a madman. Read up. I mean, he's
I
like,
don't know about this.
he's
one.
on meds now, and it's like the story of triumph. But like, oh god, it's a book, Boys Will Be Boys,
Yeah.
about like the Cowboys during their Super Bowl run.
Mhm.
One of the best reads, because I'm a simpleton.
The
Like I can't handle
crack houses and all the
yeah,
whores
like
and
I can't do
cocaine,
like
yeah.
War and Peace, but like yeah, exactly. Like Troy Aikman, by the way, like really boring as shit. Like really didn't get it. Yeah. They weren't like he was cheating on anyone. He was like banging some country singer, and then he started banging Nancy Kerrigan, which I forgot.
Did he really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Why?
Why?
You can't. Did you say you're kind of a simpleton? You can't get through War and Peace.
Yeah.
You can't get through the New Yorker, man. Something
Yeah,
tells
it's
me
true,
you're not.
yeah.
You're not reading that cover.
Those
to cover.
articles are long.
You
like,
look at the
no
pictures.
joke.
You
Those
look at the
are
pictures.
long articles, man.
You're looking at the
I
pictures.
just read the fiction and the restaurant reviews.
Got a 2 in Zagat's. Can I ask a dumb question? Because I'm a simpleton, not from
Sure.
New York City,
Not from
like
Chantilly.
like you hotshots.
Yeah.
Right.
Is the Michelin restaurant ratings the same as the tire company? Why is a tire
I like
company?
to imagine.
Why is a
it,
tire
but I
company
don't-
reviewing restaurants? You know what I'm talking about? The Michelin
I think,
restaurant
I think it was a travel thing. I think
Is that
that's
what
how
it
it
is?
started.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're completely like the travel guide.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it
That
makes
probably
sense.
is tires. Yeah.
But it is, the point is, it is the same Michelin. It's
Mhm.
not just like a coincidence. that they
I
happen to have
think
the same-
so.
I won't swear by it, but I
Oh.
think that's how it started.
Does a man
Oh.
wearing the costume do the reviews?
Did you know the Michelin Man is made of tires? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, you, did,
Yeah.
you knew that? Well, why are
Makes-
they all different sizes? They don't sell bike tires. They sell, right? I never got that.
There's even cars
I thought
tires
it was just a
in
fat, I thought it
different
was just a fat
sizes.
goofball.
You know, Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man made of marshmallow.
No, get out of here.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
He's not just morbidly obese.
I mean,
wearing a white moo.
couldn't you technically just defeat the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with a big flamethrower?
You
I mean,
can
when
do whatever. Yeah, you can put them in a
s'mores
microwave.
s'mores for everybody,
It can explode in 3 seconds.
right? Oh God.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I pretty much every film at this point, I just wait for HBO because there's no greater delight in my life than Saturday morning. I hit HBO.com, hit the movies tab, and I'm like praying for something good at 8 p.m. You get a good movie that you didn't see in the theaters, 8 p.m. Saturday night, HBO. That's Nirvana, man.
Mm,
That is HBO paying off for you.
mm.
I'm
That's all you need.
It's the sweetest. And
Yeah.
it's usually garbage. That's what makes it all the better. Like I think we had Lego Movie 2 a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I don't get the Lego Movie crap.
Well, you're not 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's not for you.
Right.
yeah, it's meant to be like tolerable for parents of kids, but like I'm not gonna. And I don't know, some garbage last week. So I'm due.
You're due for something good.
Yeah. My last movie that I actually saw on HBO was the one about the cities that come to life and eat other cities.
What?
Oh yeah. I just watched that. Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines.
Oh my God.
Sounds
really
awful.
enjoyed
It
it.
What
sounds
a
awful.
ridiculous! It basically. You want to tell you want to give the rough plot because you're not going to believe it's
Pretty much. It's like
insane.
after some sort of nuclear apocalypse, they go to some sort of like steampunk future past. And all the cities of the world are now like on tank treads or spider legs or whatever.
gigantic.
Yeah.
It's
And the big cities
fucking
eat the little
ridiculous.
cities. So the movie starts with like London eating some little German Hamlet or some crap.
some
I
little
think.
head-
Bavaria.
Yeah,
it's-
Bavaria. And I mean, it had Agent Smith from the Matrix films. I
Right.
enjoyed it immensely. It was
All right.
so stupid. It was CGI. There's nothing funnier to me than because it was based on like a trilogy or a quadrilogy or some crap. So they were just hoping to strike gold and crap out 5
Right.
of these things,
Right.
and it bombed so hard that was
I
it.
never heard of
You're
it.
never
It
getting
is.
another Mortal Engine.
Never heard of it,
excruciatingly stupid.
It's not.
I mean, like,
good.
but fun.
You couldn't suspend disbelief on hallucinogenics. Like,
Yeah, oh,
in this
yeah,
to,
it's
to
the
take this movie.
dumbest
It's like,
thing. There's all sorts of like there's this kind of androgynous Asian female character. I forget
yeah.
her name, but it's something like Soul Wind.
Yeah,
And at one point they're like, why do they call you that? And she's like, because my friend swore when I would die, they'd scatter my ashes to the winds. So I know I'll always be free. You hear that and you're like, well, know how this bitch is dying.
Sake.
She doesn't die that way. They don't scatter her ashes to the wind. She just falls in a pit or some shit. That's it.
It's so.
I was like, I watched that. What is the concept? It's called Chekhov's gun. It's like if you mention a gun or you show a gun, it has to get shot later, in whatever
It
later
needs to be
act.
shot.
Yeah. You're not just like, here's the old gun. And that was just fucking, exposition. No, you show a gun, it gets shot. So if someone's like, when I die, my ashes get scattered to the winds. Your fucking ashes get scattered to the winds. It ain't rocket surgery. And then she just falls in some urinal.
Is it? It's not rocket
science
surgery.
That's
is
what
it?
makes it
Is
funny.
it brain surgery
When
or
you say rocket surgery, it makes you sound dumb. So it's
God.
even funnier.
It's not astro dental work. Come on.
Yeah.
All right,
Jesus,
Tesla.
man. Listen, I'm just. That's how it's pronounced, okay? Nikolai Tesla. He was
Says you.
Russian. It's not Tesla. If it was Tesla, there'd be two S's.
What?
Yes. Let me ask you this:
Tesla?
do you testify or do you testify?
Testify.
You testify. You testify. I mean, just and that's our show. All right.
Sebastian, I want you to grow up to be a scientist.
Put your goddamn vibrator back in and shut up.
You want me to study the Jews, Dad?
Terrible. Too soon. Way too soon. You're killing Bill Rowland over here, man. You're killing him.
I'm good.
He's good.
I'm good.
Oh my God.
He's
Uh,
good.
He's good. He's
He's
good.
good.
That's all right. Now, what are you gonna do? The Joker. The Joker.
Your reunion.
You sure there's some way you can't mispronounce that?
Wait a minute.
Joker.
Yeah, let's shift it. Let's talk about the reunion for a
Yes.
second. Yeah,
Sure.
Papa's 20-year reunion that we spent an entire show talking about how he wasn't going to go
Yeah.
to,
And
all of a
then
sudden he
guess
decides-
what?
It's a wild hair in his ass. Shows up at 12. Shows up at midnight, 12:30.
12:30.
Let's be honest. Looking to clean up some drunk tail.
Yeah,
right?
that's
That's what it was.
The only
You're
reason
trying to
he showed
swoop in.
up
Were you?
20-year
I wish I
Of
had
course
that
he was.
foresight.
You were
guys,
trying to swoop in.
you guys give me too much credit. I don't care to bang at my mom's and get into hotels. That's a lot of fuss.
That's why you go to their place.
I mean,
Yeah, no, that's smart.
I mean,
I hadn't thought of that wrinkle. Bill's got me.
You're in your late 30s
Hey.
at this point. They probably aren't
Don't
living
live
at home.
Yeah.
So
all right, yeah, rolling, old cap and rolling.
Wait,
over
not
here.
everyone lives at home with their parents at this age?
Yeah,
wait a minute.
yeah. Hold on.
Let me check.
Yeah,
my,
you're-
let me check.
No,
my
I,
notes.
John and I both live at home. Okay.
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that, but
yeah.
you
No.
could certainly go out and find somebody to take you back to their place.
Yeah.
We would like to refer to ourselves as parented adults. Thank you.
Yeah. Papa, trust me. If you said to any girl that's willing to bang you, I live at home, she's going to go, yeah, that fits. Yeah, not
Well,
surprised.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then they won't bang me.
It'll make you, if anything, it'll
They
make
might.
you more endearing, right?
They might.
You're already getting a pity
All
bang.
you have to do is say, yeah, you know what?
It's a really small.
I take care
house.
of my mom.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the winner.
right?
That's the
There it
winner.
is.
So like,
Yeah. you
what
take
do
care
I
of
do?
her.
Like on the way home, text my mom, like sit in a chair, pretend it's a wheelchair, blow into a straw. Like
No, you don't have to do any of that.
You don't have
Just-
to do anything.
Okay.
You come in, you go, hey, mom, this is my friend. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Karen.
I love Maria, but she'll just play
Yeah,
it straight.
I'm gonna bang her out. On the other side of this 4 inches
I-
of particle
I
board.
don't know if you have to bring that up.
Yeah,
It is a
Necessarily?
it is a tiny house.
it's yeah.
You guys
exactly.
lived in a tiny house before tiny houses were cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and also, he lives on Smallwood Court. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
it makes-
That's just
It
unfortunate.
makes the porn
a little too
name
on the
game
nose.
always
A little too on the
sad,
nose.
sad.
Can we get Eva's opinion? Can I be honest? I would venture to guess, but then again, I'm not a female,
Hmm.
allegedly. Papa's biggest problem is not going to be living at home with his mom. It's
Mhm.
going to be that you're a grown man with 2 cats. That's the thing. If I was a chick, I'd be like,
Whoa,
oh, you are
no.
just horrible.
No.
I mean, it would
What?
be horrible.
That's
No.
not the most.
I am a dog person. Let's just throw that out there. I'm not
Yeah.
and
I knew you were cool.
Papa's cats are they're cute.
There we go.
They're cute, but they scratch.
Someone's on the show next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's-
they do scratch and they love Papa and Maria. That's about it.
So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So like, no
Um,
girls like, oh, you have 2 cats. Get your pants off.
To be fair, they're
Get
more
your-
my mom's cats, and I just raised them, and
No.
now they're
You're
loyal.
obsessed with
I
them.
love them.
You're
yeah, but
absolutely obsessed with
I
them.
will say
Um,
that. In my
I am
one
a
trip.
dog person through and through though. I had
Uh-huh.
2 when I lived in New York. We did have a cat growing up, but it would disappear for 6 months at a time. It was
You let it be one of those outdoor slut cats.
We
that just
did.
went to
we
other
didn't.
houses.
It wasn't an indoor cat.
Ew.
It was
it neutered or or whatever it's called?
Yeah. So
no,
she
but
never.
it was like a completely outdoor cat that would just go to another family. Like you had a
Yeah.
2-family cat.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with cats.
No.
Is it? I don't know.
No,
That's like a timeshare cat.
it's supposed to be with you and
Yeah.
wake you up in the morning.
God.
Gross.
No, that wouldn't be a deal breaker though
No?
for me as a girl.
Oh.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny is I had a friend who had 2 cats in the same colors as mine, even.
Mm.
And he also kind of had a little facial hair. Shane, if you're listening, buddy, what's up? Talking about you. And I remember at the time, like, man, he needs to groom his facial hair. Man, 2 cats, he's not getting any. And now I'm just Shane, but I live at home.
So when you showed up at 12:30,
yeah.
was anybody still there?
Yeah, it was still, I mean, there's a lot of alcoholics in this area, sir.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
And
No, well, let me just preface it. I only went out because I got called out by a couple of friends to see the comedian Martin Amini perform. He's from this area, and he was at Beer Baron in DC, and he did a set. Like pretty much his entire openers were just local comics, but
Okay.
you know, dudes who'd actually gone somewhere in life and done something. One of them was even introduced as primarily a podcast host before he did like a 15 thing. Then Martin came on. Martin, good comic. Then he started talking about like his dad running a business that he used to have to work summers when he was a kid, and he used to be a drug dealer.
you were falling in love right there.
No, I was actually, because then he was
That's
talking about
me.
his dad wanting him to run the business, but he's like, I
Right.
have this successful comedy. It actually made me feel like complete shit.
Oh,
Like I was
Aw.
completely feeling battered by it to the point, like as soon as it ended, I did want to go home, but I left like feeling so sketched out by that. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to the stupid reunion. Because like multiple people had hit me up throughout the day.
right.
Again, exactly like what I didn't care for. Like people that like I loosely knew in school. Some people I didn't even talk to in school, but they like my Facebook or whatever the shit. Were like hit me up on Instagram, like, hey, you need to come out. I'm like, do I? You know, like I just want to sit home and pound off
So where'd they have the reunion?
at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern.
Lovely.
Jimmy's Old Town Tavern.
Wow.
So
That's not a large place. I guess if you're on the back patio.
yeah, I did
there's more
not
room.
know it had a patio, so they were
Yeah.
just all out on the patio.
But still, that's not a really big place for a.
That's
That's
several hundred
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
I've never been.
I mean,
it's in Herndon, which is kind of weird that you had a reunion all the way out in Herndon.
apparently they host all the Chantilly reunions
Interesting.
year after year at Jimmy's. So I went there at 12:30. I didn't have to pay the $65. So I'm driving there. I'm running so late. I even pay the $5 for the toll road, lest you think I'm completely cheap to get an extra 15 minutes off my time. And at first I drive by and they're like blasting like Eve or
Of
you know like the
course.
Rough Riders anthem, just some shit hip hop from like, don't get me wrong that I love, but like something from 98, you know, like Maze and Puffy or something. And-
wait. Maze, I got you. You just did Tesla. I got you. Maze
You did.
or Mace?
Mace.
Here's
No,
Mace.
It's Mace.
I thought he was
Shut
pronounced
your mouth.
Maze for real.
No, it's Mace.
It's Mace.
It's Maze.
Yeah.
I was-
Finished.
I thought he was Maze like
finished.
Indian corn.
Get out of your
No.
glass house and quit throwing stones.
No.
Okay, all
Mace.
Puffy and
right.
Mace.
All right, I'll fight all comers on this one, but let's Papa sinks with the ship on the Maze. Papa's sinking on the SS Maze. I don't care. Playing taps on his little trumpet.
Native American chord.
Yeah, exactly. So I drive by and it's just like a couple like fat bald dudes smoking while you know this ghetto superstar is blasting, and I'm just like shit, nope, and turn right around. And then about 10 minutes later, I'm just like, fuck it, go there, and I turn back around and I do show up. There's a couple people left that like I was happy to see, but most of them honestly were like people I didn't recognize.
Well, it's been 20 years.
Well, yeah, not just that, but like, you know, like the lesser players of the high school, you know, like, I don't know, trying to name the three
Like the
bullies
king
on
and
the
the
Simpsons.
king and the queen of the prom weren't there anymore.
Most
left.
people, had boogied out by like 11:30
Because they have lives.
they got
children,
kids
families.
and stuff. Yeah. Like I think it started at 8. So you're talking like
Oh.
a 4-hour run at that point.
Right.
You know. So I show up and I don't recommend doing that. I mean, if you just want to preserve the illusion that you really haven't aged that much, don't go to this.
Mm.
Don't go to the existential pit of hell that is seeing everyone who's aged 20 years. And admittedly, some people have kind of held it together, but even the people who have held it together, like they still have their hair and they're still thin, like there's still the ravages of 20 years upon that face. Like, just don't do it. Don't do it. I just.
And yet you haven't aged a day.
No, I haven't. Somehow more beautiful than ever.
Didn't get any numbers. Nothing. Didn't try to even hit up any chicks.
Again, there were like
Probably all married.
first of all that. Second of all, yeah, that's a man. That is a man. No, I talked to a couple of my dude friends there. There weren't many people, period, honestly. And most of them were there.
Did Howard go?
With spouse. No, he avoided it deftly and wisely. I would say the highlight of the night was like there was some leftover cocktail shrimp. And I don't know who it was. I don't know if he was one of ours or not, but just like some really big and tall fat dude was just housing what was left of the shrimp like a goddamn bear broke into the
Sounds like a
place.
perfectly awful time.
It was very boring. Yeah, it was fun to see some people. Like, it wasn't all people that were like, hey, remember me? It was a couple of people where it's like, oh shit, we were kind of friends that I haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. Like, what's up? Like, that was fun.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, someone. Oh, shit. Someone like was transitioning or something.
Who?
I don't know who it was, but like they were in heels and stuff, but you could tell they were like M2 effing.
Who?
I don't know.
Cool story, Hansel.
Yeah,
I want to know.
that was kind of the highlight.
Yeah.
It was my brother.
Yeah, it was Al.
It was Al.
No, and like no one was really tittering about it. And I was like, we're so sophisticated here.
Look how
Chantilly.
woke we are.
Yeah, exactly. It just takes you right back to high school.
Yeah. You're all like gossiping about
Yeah.
it.
Oh my god.
Believe my reaction. Who?
She's in hell. Yeah. I don't even know if it was one of ours. I couldn't recognize one way or the other. But hey, good for them. I'm sure that was like the fucking highlight of the last year or something. She's
Awesome.
like, I'm gonna show them all and cool.
Great.
That was yeah.
Oh, I want to know so
I
bad.
didn't even get that number though. I don't know.
Tried and failed.
Yeah, exactly. I
So
thought that would have been a statement, like me just tongue kissing. On the
This is
floor.
how woke I
Yeah,
am.
exactly.
So you were trolling.
Tongues agog, everybody. But no, that was it. And then I went home and I don't know what it is because I don't drink anymore. I was up to like 6 a.m. from having had 3 beers. I don't know what the hell's
Alcohol
wrong.
usually makes you tired.
I know. I have no clue what has happened to my body, what pills that I'm on that it's interacting with. I've killed like 3-ish beers late night twice in the last 2 months, and I've been up to like 5:30 minimum each night. I have
Ugh.
no clue why.
It's very bizarre.
I have
Jeez.
no clue why.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
I don't know. There was 3 people in the live chat and now there's 0. So good story.
Cool.
Yeah.
They were all the person transitioning.
You had them and you lost them.
They were hurt by what I said. Well, okay, look, why don't you start talking again and Seabass and Priscilla can log back in?
Well, who's gonna undo the shekels? Shekels? It's a shekel.
Shekels.
Shackles?
Shekels. Is it the olden day Jewish currency or no? The shekel.
A shekel, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it is. Yeah.
It's like a biblical Jewish currency or Talmudic.
I have those things that force you to keep your eyes open. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a
Cocaine.
it's like a
For real, dude.
it's like a clip that holds your eyes open so like you can't look away.
Clockwork Orange.
podcast.
Yeah.
I know pop is disgusting to look at, but just
Yeah.
hang in there. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to, if you want to know about aging, I'll tell you about aging.
Tell me.
So Friday, I realized like my stomach was starting to hurt. Like it's hurt for like weeks. Like my right shank. Is that a medical term?
Shank.
Yeah.
That's like a butcher.
My
term.
right tenderloin
Yeah.
was hurting. So
Your flank.
yeah, my flank. Yeah.
How about just pork belly? I feel like that fits better than
My beefsteak. So my right side hurts, and I'm like, shit, I should get this checked out. This has been weeks and it's progressing and all that stuff. I go in, I get blood work done. I'm describing it, and Joe, as much as we're shitting on each other right now, Joe is very kindly like, bro, you're just describing gallbladder stuff. You're just gonna get your gallbladder. He's like, you're not even gonna get it yanked out. They're just gonna use like a sonic ray to blast up the gallstones. You'll be fine. And I'm like, cool, yeah. And our friend,
care about it.
our mutual friend Dawn calls me out of the blue. She's like, oh my God, I heard like you're messed up. Like if you need a ride to surgery, like if your mom can't take you, I got
Dawn
you.
is the best.
Yeah, she's really an
Dawn,
angel.
You're just the best.
Owns 2 cats, by the way. Something
That's
that you
okay.
hold against her.
That's okay because she doesn't have testicles.
okay. So neither do I.
And neither
do they withered and died.
Because you put pine
Wait,
sol
cats-
on.
Yeah. You ever see a sun-dried
Jesus.
tomato?
Jacked off with sulfuric acid.
So I go in for blood work Friday. I'm like, I'm not dying, but it hurts. Saturday, they bump me along because I'm like, look, I'm really in pain. Saturday, they do the sonogram on me. So literally, like the fat woman I am, just rolled on my side. They put the gel. Which,
It's a boy.
yeah.
And what a boy.
It's a boy.
And
Congratulations, madam.
yeah. So I got all my results Monday. It turns out like there's nothing wrong. They just think like I don't exercise anymore, so my abdominal wall is like turning to goo.
Oh.
And I need
Good
to,
theory.
Yeah, I just need to like go and exercise and not be a fat pig.
And have you sensed the diagnosis?
I did 3 planks.
Oh my God. For a total of 9 seconds.
I was
dude.
going to say, how
watch-
long for each plank?
while watching
Grand
90 Day
total.
Fiance. And then I ate a tortellini dinner.
It was a grand total of 9 seconds between 3 planks, and the first
Pretty
plank
much.
was 10 seconds. You do the math.
Yeah.
The second 2, he just laid on the ground.
Yeah. I call those girl planks. Yeah. Just rolled on my back.
Girl planks.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just happy to be alive. Don't I sound happy?
Are you? Is happy the word you want to use?
I'm
You're just alive. How about that?
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
alive. Yeah, you're hanging.
I don't like labels.
Did
Just
they-
like my classmate transitioning. I'm just-
Or maybe not your classmate. We don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
could've-
really know.
Because of your awesome. Super
Maybe it was
thorough story.
a classmate's
Date?
paramour. or date.
Yeah, that. See,
Date.
okay, that would have been awesome.
Even more scandalous.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that would have been crazy. Like someone who was just like all straight laced coming back. Because I don't know about you, but there's like in high school, you had like a couple kids per class that were just like, hey, I'm just really energetic. I'm really well dressed. And it's like, I think that kid's gay, except, 99, you said it in like meaner ways. And, they kind of had to like come to terms with what they were yet. But I think in that scenario, you're just like rooting for like, hey, I hope he brings his boyfriend. Like, I hope he's
Yeah.
figured out what's happening
Of course.
and he's down with it. But yeah, like someone just showing up with like a trans date, like that's kind of that's a little
That's
woke.
awesome.
That's
That's
woke
more.
AF.
That's more interesting. to me.
yeah, that's
yeah.
like really edgy. Like if I were actually into shock, I would do something like that. But
No.
nah, I just like vag too much.
I don't know. Is that
Such a
is that
romantic-
shocking nowadays? That's not shocking. I don't.
I mean, like in an ideal world, it's not, but it's Chantilly. It's
Yeah.
the back of Jimmy's Old Town Tavern.
so it is Chantilly. It is like this the town of the silver spoons and the fucking.
It
Stuck
really
up
isn't.
either.
If you
No,
Fairfax
no.
County,
It's like former.
Yeah, I
horse
was gonna say, I
country.
wouldn't say that it's
Yeah.
silver spoon.
No.
I mean,
How
there
many-
are some rich areas.
How
but
many MS-13 murders do we have
Oh,
a
that's a
year?
fair
It's a
point.
non-zero.
Is it
amount.
not? Is it Loudoun County?
No, it's
it's close to
there.
Loudoun.
There are technically portions of the Chantilly zip code that are Loudoun,
Yeah.
but it's basically Fairfax County.
Oh, all right.
I mean, western edge of Fairfax County.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
it's not like Clifton or Great Falls,
I mean,
though.
The
Right.
only,
Yeah.
the only thing that makes me think this trans individual was like in the class and not a date was I don't know the pronouns. They were wearing like a Nirvana shirt and looked a little long in the tooth. So I'm just saying, if I were bringing a trans woman to my 20 year, I want a hot little number. Just
you just
early
You are
20s.
such an ageist.
Fresh
It is
from the doctors.
ridiculous.
I
Animal.
want that brand new vag. The odometer hasn't rolled over on that thing yet.
Ticking-
I'm just
Wait until
Wow.
18.
Well, if she's transitioning,
Everybody-
it probably is brand new.
That's what I'm saying. That's yeah. But I'm saying this person might have transitioned, even if they transitioned 10 years ago.
Oh, it's all worn out now.
A
at this
little bit,
point? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Wow.
Sure.
I can't wait till you eventually find the missus
Uh-huh.
and she just does a number on you, man. You know what I mean? Like
Like a number 2.
hot Carls all around. Give me the Cleveland steamer.
Exactly.
Good God. I told you it was gonna go to shit. Literally.
No,
and
she
figuratively.
just like ruins him and breaks his heart.
No. She's just gonna
That's
like
already happened to him.
Yeah,
she's gonna like
yeah.
because he's like, we're sitting here, we're cracking jokes, right? We're getting old, we're getting fat. Nobody's like, well, except for Eve, of course.
Yeah,
Well, and Bill, you're a good looking fella.
Yeah,
you know,
It's
I'm saying
not true at all.
I'd
but
see it up
thank
close. He's
you.
a good looking guy. You know,
Appreciate
looking at
I forgot who
Yeah.
wrote the song "Forever Young," but it's about those two.
Yeah,
I'm-
that's what I mean.
I'm like in the same age bracket as you guys.
No, you're not.
no, you're definitely not. You're definitely not. You're
early
definitely not.
20s or
Yeah.
mid.
Yeah.
Have you graduated to
No.
mid 20s
Oh
yet?
my
Right.
god.
No, but my
Trust me, I've got a decade on him.
Yeah.
So
you're like
That took so much work.
you look like a cross between like Christopher Walken and Harvey Weinstein had a baby, and that's you, and you're like, I want a nice, fresh 18-year-old, beautiful
well, look
model
at the
badge.
chicks that Harvey
You're
was
like, yeah,
hanging.
Yeah.
Harvey was getting
You're
hot
right.
chicks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You're
yeah,
like, and
I guess I
Yeah.
suppose he was.
I mean,
Not only that,
but he's also
there-
super rich.
there's a lot of ambiguity with a lot of citizenship situations right now. So
That's
like,
why you like 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, exactly. So the
It's a
old
guide to dating
American,
for-
yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. The old marriage into getting your citizenship is looking pretty good to a whole block of people right now, and I'm sitting here with my citizenship, just waiting,
such a romantic.
just waiting.
Such a yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna. I can't wait, man.
you can't wait till I am dating again, or like seriously dating.
Yeah,
or
because
what?
it's gonna. You like your
Not
your
dating by the
edges.
hour.
Your edges are gonna soften. Like
Yeah.
it's like the. What am I trying to say here? The distance between who you are now and who you'll be if you ever want to keep a woman is so vast that like whatever woman helps you
Agreed.
bridge that gap, I can't
Ew.
wait. I can't wait to watch that hilarious
I'd rather
fall
just die alone.
into like you wearing sweaters tied around your shoulders and shopping at J. Crew and wearing boat shoes and losing weight. You know what I mean? And like caring about yourself and getting on the
Suddenly
right pills.
Ted
not eating
McKinley
dog
in
shit.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, maybe combing your hair once in a while, you know, throw on some deodorant.
You can't comb curly hair.
Yeah, it's snappy. How dare you?
I mean, it's all salt
Also, I
and
do
pepper,
wear
you know, it's
deodorant.
all that salt, you know, I'm just saying. It's gonna be a fun fall from
So I'll
grace.
transition, you're saying?
A transition of sorts, yeah.
Gags and I just want you to fall in love.
Okay.
That's what it is, yeah.
What
I don't
if-
care.
What
yeah,
if,
but I was
that
about to say
doesn't
Bill
matter. Yeah.
doesn't
It
care.
doesn't
what
matter
if
if you
Dennis
fall in love or
Rodman
not.
style, I have fallen in love with me? Bill gets it.
It's a great 30 for 30, by the way. I don't know if you watched
That
it or
was
not, but
absolutely
it
mind
was
blowing.
phenomenal.
I
I have
know.
not seen that.
It
What
was
a-
really, really good.
Oh, you gotta watch.
Not
The
gonna lie to
Worm?
you.
That guy is just from another planet.
I didn't see it. I'm trying to think of the 30 for 30 I watched like 5 times for whatever reason with Christian
It was-
Leitner.
Leitner.
Leitner. Yeah. Because my
I hate Christian Leitner. I believe was the
I-
name
I-
of 30
it's
for
called
30.
I
I
have
hate-
seen that one.
Yeah.
I hate Christian Leitner, and he played with that little Irish boy from Jersey that my whole family was obsessed with because they're all from Jersey and they're Irish.
Irish Jersey
boy
people.
Hurley?
Yeah, he sort of looked like
Bobby Hurley?
Bobby Hurley sort of looked like Bart Simpson. But I watched it because my
He had
uncle,
skin-colored spiky hair.
yeah, all the older generation of like the Jersey in my
Mhm.
family, Irish Catholic, loved Bobby Hurley.
Oh God.
So I watched it and I was like, I hate Christian Leitner too, but he's funny.
So
That's funny. He does kind of look like Bart Simpson.
let me look.
He does.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
kind of does. That's pretty funny,
Oh,
actually.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
if,
yeah.
if there was a human version,
yeah. The technology at the Bob's Basement Studio.
that's called immersing the audience.
Yeah.
Oh no, pardon me, immersing.
Well, now I want to watch the Dennis Rodman one.
Immersing the
really, really
audience.
good.
What are
It's
some
really
highlights?
good.
What are some highlights?
Oh, I mean, just him going through his whole depression.
Uh-huh.
But see, to me, the basketball stuff was more interesting to see all the behind the scenes stuff of what was
his
going
career
on.
was what? Just Pistons and Bulls?
Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
Oh,
no!
was
no,
he like a
no,
whore after the
no.
Bulls?
no.
Oh no! He went to San Antonio and like flamed out there like with David Robinson because David Robinson, of course,
Yeah.
straight at Naval
The
Academy, straight
Admiral,
edge. I mean,
man.
yeah, and it just did not work. He spent a part of a season in LA on the Lakers near the
Oh,
end.
yeah, briefly.
But yeah, I mean, it was the idea that when they were looking to bring Rodman into Chicago and they went and asked Jordan and Phil Jackson, hey, we're thinking about this. And of course, he'd been on the Pistons when he played against them. And they're like, "What? How are you going to handle him?" And Phil Jackson was like, it'll be fine. Like there wasn't a big long conversation. He's just like, "Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it."
there are certain coaches whose entire talent is they can handle those egos, and then there are other dudes that would completely.
Well, and I think part of it too was, I mean, Jordan wanted to put up with his shit. I mean, that's the way it was with everybody. Jordan would have been like, "Get this guy out of here. We don't need
Michael
this."
Jordan.
Yeah, you weren't gonna screw them. And I don't think, like, again, with David Robinson, as great of a player as he wasn't gonna put the screws to Rodman and be like, "No, you don't show up late. You don't dick around like this. We don't do this here." They didn't, because the Spurs have never been that way, but nobody's gonna tell Rodman that. That just wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
When he got to Chicago, I'm sure Rodman, knowing what Jordan was at the time, was like, "I don't want to fuck with this guy."
Yeah.
Mm.
You ever have a cartoon made around you, Dennis? No.
Right.
Fuck your mother.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it's really interesting because they talked to him and they talked to his mom.
Yeah.
They talked to his ex-wife,
Carmen
and
Electra.
her too,
Oh,
but his other ex-wife and his daughter that he had like no relationship with whatsoever. And it's really sad because he talks
Aw.
about how he knows. I mean, he admits, "I was a terrible father. I was an awful father. I feel awful about this now." But he says in the moment, he was Dennis.
How old is the daughter now?
She's got a daughter of her own.
Yeah, she's.
I mean,
Too old.
she's probably about your age.
Yeah.
Probably not much.
Oh, too old.
mid
Yeah.
30s ish, I would say.
Yeah,
Way too old.
but he's a
How old's the
grandfather
grandkid?
now. She's 3 or 4, something like that. But yeah, it was really, really well done. So
Yeah.
18 minus 3.
Yeah.
Get out the pine sol.
that's right.
Disgusting. They talk about the North Korea stuff, like
Yep,
how he ended up
yep,
of all,
how
the,
he ended
of
up
all
with
the people that would end up.
That's what I'd be
That
interested
Yeah,
was
it's fascinating
bizarre.
because like he brought all these guys with him, and they had no idea that Rodman basically had no clue what he was doing. Like it's actually watching this and then seeing what just happened with the NBA with Daryl Morley of the Rockets and saying, "Oh, we should support the protesters in Hong Kong," and China went
shit.
2 big stone cold middle fingers and we're
Yeah.
like, "Well, guess what? We're not showing your games anymore," and everything else. And they had to
Oh,
apologize.
and the NBA fucking
NBA got
rolled on
flogged.
him.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how
Fucking
poorly they screwed this up when literally, 2-3 weeks ago, they showed Rodman screwing these old NBA players on this trip to North Korea.
Yeah.
They had no idea, no clue how
Like,
horrible this
isn't
was going to go.
Kentucky. What
Like
are-
he's singing happy birthday to King
To the-
Kim
to the
Jong-il,
great-
and it was
yeah.
like,
dressed like Marilyn
what
Monroe.
the fuck is going on
It's
here?
you can't. It's just like crazy. Town.
Yeah, it's-
straight crazy town.
It's nuts.
And he said he didn't even, if I'm not mistaken, he said he didn't even realize it was. Oh, are we doing that?
No,
So wait, hold
we're
on.
done.
Everybody listen to Papa. Go ahead.
No.
Done. It's done, skis. You can have jokes on top of jokes. It's the
Jokes
beauty-
on jokes on
Yeah,
jokes.
it's joke harmony.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just, I won't make my wife and kid watch that part.
Okay.
We'll skip that. But no, I talk about how he like
Priscilla, Sebastian.
Priscilla, Sebastian, Papa's
talk in the Brando.
Papa's
Just trying to
basement,
do a fat voice.
Papa's basement.
Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Damn, I'm still not getting it. It's horrible.
You're not getting it.
Horrible.
You're not getting it. Why don't you get
She can do it. You got
I'm
it.
Do it,
trying.
Eva,
No,
Eva,
I
do
can't. I got to think about it.
You got to
So-
do it. Think about
No.
it. Method. What do you need? You need to get in character.
I need some cotton for my mouth.
You need, no, do you need some green M&Ms? What do you need?
I can't.
Look
No.
how they massacred my boy.
There we go. That's so much better.
They massacred my boy.
Look how they massacred my boy.
The orange slice.
And that's our show.
Ah.
Damn.
Did you know that oranges symbolize death in that film?
Yes, I
Yes. Sonny goes past, I think, like a poster for orange juice or something like that.
Wait a minute. What? What
A
film are we
sign. You know, the one with Don Corleone, Scarface.
did.
Goodfellas. Oh, Joey the comic is in that.
No,
He's
I
hitman
think,
number 3.
He goes, what is it? Corleone dies with like an orange in his mouth or whatever.
Mhm.
And
Gets shot the first time in among the oranges.
yeah,
Mhm.
and I think Sonny goes past like a kind of a billboard for oranges.
Oh,
Like an orange grove.
and then
too.
he's shot with oranges.
Mhm.
You just got to understand that to an Italian American, when a Greek piece of shit starts dissecting The Godfather, it's there's a visceral reaction that happens. So I'm sorry, I'm back on board.
Right.
Oh, what
But,
is it like?
yes.
How does that Polish
Yeah.
side feel?
Well, exactly.
Oh,
Is
I
it-
don't have a response for that. Eva wins. Drop the mic. I just got beta cucked.
is
I
the-
just got beta cucked right in front of your eyes by Eva Crichton.
and for
God.
the Italian half, is the response excitement that we deign to deal with the culture we birthed and then threw away?
I mean, that's who came first?
If you've ever
Which
seen
I'll-
Prometheus, we're the bald guys at the beginning.
You got a meatball stain in your sweater there, pops.
Just some hairy Greek drinking olive oil at the beginning and then disintegrating
Disgusting.
into
Retiring.
the Mediterranean, making your people.
Ruining Europe's economy, retiring at 35.
Oh God! Oh my! Don't even
Greeks.
start me.
Sounds
What?
so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, life over there was
Yeah.
insane. I had a cousin. I fucking loved this guy, Uncle Costas, I think. And
Was he a cousin or an
I'm
uncle?
trying. He was like a cousin, but
was
he
also
was
confused
he
by
was
that.
like
Yeah.
I was in my early 20s. No shit, he might have been like a nephew. It was like this weird thing because my
Well,
dad.
that's a leap, right?
I'm trying to remember now.
My uncle or my nephew?
He was my
Which?
aunt and a lover.
It was,
I'm
it
trying
was-
to fucking nail this guy down because he was like, it was this weird thing where my dad was like the youngest of 9.
Okay.
So he had a brother 18 years older than him. So I had like nephews in their fucking 50s. Like I'm trying to remember. It
No,
was
that's
fun.
wrong. That's wrong. A
I'm not-
nephew would have to be
Oh,
the
hold on.
child of one of your siblings.
okay. Yeah. All right. Family's hard.
It would just be a
Uh,
cousin.
Would it be a cousin? Okay.
Yeah,
so
it'd be
he
a
was
cousin that's
yeah.
18 years
'Cause,
older than
like-
you. Do I need to draw the family tree for
Yeah.
you?
riveting stuff right now.
So my
Riveting.
dad,
That was my dad's dog's baby mama.
And I went on
I think-
Ancestry.com.
No, it was your
I had
ball.
3 hints.
No, it was
3 hints.
it was Tom Crichton. I remember now. Yeah, it was at the Chantilly reunion.
he was transitioning.
Jesus.
He's wearing heels.
Oh, this is your
You say my
podcast.
dad was transitioning.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who Tom Crichton even is. I just heard you
That's
mention him a
my
couple times.
dad.
And Facebook keeps suggesting him as a friend, and I'm like, I
I
don't know who that
like
is.
the way these panties feel.
I assume
Oh,
he's
baby.
related.
Oh, baby.
Good God.
This brassiere caresses my bosom right.
All right, so no one cares who it is to you, but
Yeah,
someone
some
in
He was like
relative
a
some
of
close
yours.
blood relative. Yeah, he was like in his 50s.
So
when I
close
was
you don't know
20.
what he is, but that's
He was a nice
fine.
dude. That's all I know. And he was one that actually spoke fluent English, so I could talk to him.
Stavros.
And he was telling me about his work day, and he like shows up at 9. He pretty much gets to sleep like noon till 1, and then like leaves at 3.
He had a union job.
Pretty much, yeah. He's like with the phone company or some shit.
There you go.
And then he was like, yeah, you know, like I'm in my 50s. I don't party like I used to. Like, and he was married on the second wife, but he's like, you know, I only stay out till like 2 a.m. every night now.
Oh my
Like
God.
it was just this fucking crazy island culture.
And they live forever.
Yeah, because like they're all just living on olive oil and
And
seafood,
red
like,
wine.
and they were just
Mhm.
all
Yeah,
very
super good food.
thin. Like, you know
Yeah.
how a lot of Europe, like you would go to Athens and a lot of people were fat and shit, but like Crete, a straight up island, so they were all so like I'd never seen women that thin. Like it weirded me out at the time because I was like, where's the German bras, the big tits and ass? You
Yeah.
know, like I didn't even get it. Now looking back, I'm like, why am I not there flaunting my American citizenship, trying to get the misses? But yeah,
No, I just want to be clear. You went to Crete
yeah, for a couple
and
weeks.
thought, where are the German broads?
No, it was just
They're in
like-
Germany, dipshit.
I know.
I went to
I
Germany.
am
I was like, oh, these
saying-
fucking Polish bro. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
No, I am saying I was so used to like my taste, especially at the time, were just like broad with big jugs and big ass. Like I very much enjoyed like, you know, the brick shithouse type. And then like I saw these like very petite women. I mean, like waist you could like put your hands around
Mhm.
type stuff. And like probably for their size, crazy TNA, but it wasn't just spilling out of their fucking tops. And I was just like, meh, and didn't care. Nowadays I'd fucking lose my shit. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't now because they're like 15 years older than when I last saw them.
Yeah, you've aged well.
But,
Yeah, you got younger and hotter.
I'm eating like this to put collagen in my face. It's working. Oh God.
Well,
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's that's Greece for you. All
Is
right.
that our show?
Your uncle's cousin's brothers. Whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I had this guy in Greece who was like my uncle.
Oh,
No, he's like my cousin.
And
my
I
nephew.
was eating dinner with him at a place that had a thatched roof, and a mouse fell out of the thatching and onto the table of the people next to us.
Ugh.
And did your cousin nephew just eat it raw, like Greeks are known to do.
Yeah, it was Greek sushi.
Yeah, just grabbed it by the tail. And
Yeah.
How
put it
quaint.
He went, fuck are you, Stuart Little, and bit his head.
Great Zeus's ghost. I bet it smells. I'm telling you right now. I bet Greece just smells like. I don't know. What do you think it
Olives.
smells like?
Olive.
No,
great.
I
it
hate
smells like-
hate olives though.
It smells like laziness and shame.
It just smells like the ocean. It's pretty good, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Ocean and body
I
odor.
would love to go to Greece.
Yeah,
It smells like
fucking
Europe's
amazing.
smoldering economy. You dragged the whole thing down. How do you feel about that? You ruined the European Union, the great dream that was the European Union, and you fucked it up because you want to retire at 40. Idiots. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh no, I can't do my job
I love you.
stepping on olives anymore. I got to retire and get
I
government.
love
healthcare.
you talking shit like Sicily isn't the kid who's getting picked neck the last for kickball.
Sicily.
Thank God.
You bastard. I'm not Sicilian. I'd rather you call me an asshole.
What
just
are
saying.
you? Fucking northern?
No, southern, northern.
Southern?
What do I look like? Zoolander? Good God. Mugatu? Oh, that's a reference nobody gets. Eva's never even seen that movie.
What?
No,
Zoolander?
Southern Italian, baby. Yeah, Zoolander. You
I've
seen it?
seen Zoolander.
Oh, well, why didn't you laugh? Damn it, that was so
Put
funny.
Cork in it, Zane.
God, Eva, laugh at everything I say.
I'm sorry.
Jesus,
I laughed at that.
I'm bombing over here.
No, you're not.
No, but I had this guy over in southern Italy. He was like my 60-year-old nephew.
Cousin?
No. He was like my dad. No, it was like my it was like my third cousin, 8 times removed. His name was Luigi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was a plumber.
And the bottom line is, the cool story is that one time I was eating dinner with him and a mouse fell out of the roof. Let me have 25 minutes of setup for that little doozy, for that little payoff.
You know, man, fucking senile.
Great story. What were you eating? Feta cheese? Let me guess.
Yeah,
Souvlaki?
it's like literally at every fucking meal. It's like bricks
Yeah.
of feta with
Of course
vegetables.
it is. No, Southern Italian, man. Calabria, Naples, the good stuff.
Naples is the armpit.
Naples is disgusting. I'm
Naples
telling you,
is
right now, I've been to
the
Naples.
fucking armpit.
Although,
No
I
mouth
passed.
ceilings.
I got at the age of 19 because there's no drinking age in Naples. I was with a bunch of Marines on a ship, and I got drunk in the middle of Naples somewhere, passed out in like the town square, and woke up with all my stuff. So I don't know. Naples is called the city of thieves. I got real lucky.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. To this day, I'm like, Jesus.
I woke up
can I
with
know
all my stuff plus a few loads.
Well, no, my vibrator fell out.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Call back. Terrible. No, Italy's beautiful. Greece is disgusting.
Well, shit. I've brought things to a screeching halt. But
Yeah. Everybody's left the live chat. Good job.
what do you want? It's a 90-minute episode, man. It's very special. Put on your heels. Trans for me.
It's the best. Wait, maybe there's
Trans
people here?
dance for me.
Is there
Oh,
people in
shit.
here? I don't understand how YouTube works. I'm trying to communicate with these 4 fans that are in live
Uh-huh.
chat.
Yeah.
Try to take this goddamn hunk of shit to the next level.
You mean the number has increased?
Well, by 1, because I'm pretty sure your Stavros, your cousin brother, is
Mm-hmm.
is watching from I don't know what's a city in Greece. Athens. That's the only one anybody knows. Crete. Anybody
The
name?
island.
Can any name
Yeah.
anybody? Can anybody? That was hard to say. Can anybody name any other city in Greece besides Athens? And the answer is no.
Crete.
That's an island.
Crete's
Yeah.
a country, isn't it?
Apollo.
There you go.
Zeusville.
Those are all accurate. Everyone, this is Papa's basement. Opa.
Oppa!
Yeah. Thank you for making it through. You are a gentleman and a scholar. I know you want to get more Papa's basement. Who the fuck wouldn't? Well, first of all, find us on Patreon. Do that and give us money on Patreon. Are you going to get any rewards whatsoever? Fuck you, no. But eventually we'll have something up, right?
Papa will autograph a bottle of Pine Sol for you.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Send it over for your pleasure.
And if you put it under a black light, I'll have written a special note. It's
Papa's
meant-
favorite blend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, do that. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, whatever the hell you use, and YouTube, and tell your damn friends, man. Please. We need I had to, you know how much I paid to get some actual like growth going for this thing? $750. That's what I put
Wow.
into the show a couple of days
Wow.
ago. Yeah, suck it. You know what'd be better than having to pay money? You fucking telling people, you goddamn mooches, just suckling at my saggy tits all these years, getting all that free laughter. No, tell people. Bill Rowland.
Yes.
Bill's just like, why the fuck
No.
am I here?
It's fine.
God kill me all. Bill, thank you. You
As
are
always.
Bill Rowland on Twitter?
Yes. Correct.
And the Rowland has an H in it.
Yes, it does.
ROHL. Eva Criction, you don't really do social media, but they can find you on Facebook, and people have.
They have.
Yeah.
And Orchard Eva if I ever get back on Twitter.
Facebook and also Camgirls.
Yeah,
Huh.
Chatterbait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cam
Chatterbait
whores,
is
wasn't
Orchard.
it? Yeah.
Cam
Backdoor
whores.
casting.
Q Papa
Yeah.
naming every Camgirl website real fast.
I really only know Chatterbait, sadly.
Oh.
I think there's like a bigger one, but Chatterbait's mine. I like
Nice.
Chatterbait. Yeah.
Nice. It's very good stuff.
Oh, what are we gonna just play the music again?
Oh.
Mr. Joseph Gagliardi.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Joey the Laugh Master on what is that? What was the old social media website?
Joey to Laugh Mazda.
Not Facebook. What was the other one?
MySpace.
MySpace.
On
At
Friendster.
myspace.biz. Friendster.
Friendster, nice.
No, so Twitter and Instagram, the Mighty Joey G, Facebook, Natalie Joseph Gagliardi III or Joe Gagliardi. I don't know, man. Just hit me up.
You
Just
know-
subscribe to the goddamn show. You know what I
have no
mean?
idea
Just
how
go on
bad
YouTube, Papa's Basement, subscribe to this hunk of shit, and let's move along. Let's get some
I just
money.
wanted to kill your
Go to
bike as soon as you
Patreon.
started.
You know?
We're gonna do the normal outro sound bites that I play, but I had a couple bites that some friends sent my way. My buddy Pete did like several mock commercials for Hercules Safe and Lock,
That's hot.
my
Awesome.
locksmith company. So why not play those at the end?
Why not?
And my buddy on Twitter, Crip McWheels, I believe he's in a wheelchair. So he goes by Crip McWheels.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love
He-
him.
he sends
that dude is
me.
the
Yeah,
best.
he uses the
Put me down.
was
Yeah.
it the Animoji? Like he'll just make animojis talking like as a koala or a
Oh,
dog or a dinosaur. He's a funny guy. I
Cool.
enjoy the animojis. We'll play one of those with zero context.
Is that on
Right.
your Steve Jobs fanboy machine?
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I'm
have that featured on my vastly superior Android phone.
I will use my time machine to give money to Steve Jobs, stop the assassin's bullet that took the legs of Crip McWheels, and kill baby Hitler. You know, I'm feeling good.
You would do that.
Yeah, I'll kill that little baby. So I'll press that little reset button on his skull so hard. All right, everyone. Till the next one.
And that's
We're
our
outta here.
show.
We're home free. School's out, baby.
Good show?
Nothing to talk about, nothing to critique. Great show, great guest tomorrow. You go home, have a glass of wine, whack off. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's the post-show critique?
Yeah, you're the best.
It's my time to go. I successfully burned all my bridges. Nobody loves me, and I don't love nobody.
Then he said penis.
Yeah. Then he said masturbation.
Then he said vagina. That was cool.
Had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. Had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. It's a mighty hard climb, but I'm on my way. On my way, glory, hallelujah, I'm on my way.
Sup, Dad? Name is Marco. Word on the street is you gay. You like big veiny cock in your mouth. You stupid fat boy. I come a long way to tell you to go fuck yourself. You little bitch. Hello, John. It's me, Mouse. I just come here looking for some cheese. Do you have any cheese? Seriously, if you don't have any cheese, I will fucking kill you. And then I will kill your mother. And then I will go in your fridge and eat all your fucking cheese, John. Give me the fucking cheese or I'll fucking kill you, John. John? Cheese? John.
Oh, pressure's building, folks. Pressure is building. Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia area. Things are getting wild. There's just pressure. Politics are insane. Whistles are blowing. There's an influx of unlicensed, illegal locksmiths in the Northern Virginia area. The Virginia Department of Criminal Services, they're powerless to fight them. All they're relying on is your spoken testimony, and you're all filled with lies. And that's when we need a hero. Northern Virginia needs a hero to cover Fairfax, Arlington, Loudoun, Prince William. Fuck Chevy Chase. He's a jerk to people. We don't service Chevy Chase. Hercules, Safe and Lock. They will keep you safe and lock you into your house. Okay? No one plans to get locked out of their house or car. Your place is probably a wreck. You have secrets. That's why you lock your doors. So when you're in your moment of panic and need, you want a man to show up that knows shame. You want someone that could see how filthy your life is and go, oh, this is pretty nice. And you'll feel a little bit better because you're not that guy. Because you might have an auto lockout, a property lockout. You might have a little thing in the back of your head where you're like, man, I want to feel safe, but I just want an open thread that some weird guy that rekeyed my house might have a copy and come in the middle of the night and take me. And this is what you could get. Prepaid quotes. Fastest delivery time in the Northern Virginia area, 20 minutes. If there's any reason that he's late, it's because he stopped to get a pizza and it takes 30. So he's going to be hot and ready to pick that lock. Unless you have a rekeyable lock and trying to skirt the entire security industry thinking you're clever, then it's going to be a drill out. I hate to break it to you, but we're going to get you a nice new lock that you could rekey and you could pass that down for generations. Because honestly, criminals, they're just going to punch out your window. The lock is for show, but it's a good show. And you're going to keep on entertaining.